what you throw at my first guest, he stays cool under pressure. He's an Oscar nominee, a 3-time Emmy winner, and he didn't even break a sweat when we faced off in a spicy chicken wing challenge last season. Now he is starring in one of the hottest shows on TV, Paradise. Give it up for Sterling K. Brown.
Come on.
You know, it's so funny because most of the time when you're working, you're doing it in front of it's no audience in front of you when you're working, Sterling. Yeah. So when you come out here and you see how much love you're getting, how does that make you feel?
I love the love. The love feels good. Thank you so much. And is there a memo? There's a lot of pink in the audience. There's a lot of pink on stage.
We like
Sisters look good in pink.
That's right.
I ain't mad at it.
Well, now that you're talking about sisters,
yes.
This sister, your wife, Ryan Michelle Bathe.
That's her name.
That's her name?
Yes.
And y'all look so good at the Oscars.
Thank you.
Look, I loved it because y'all had a video. You couldn't stop touching her.
Yeah.
Like, how much fun did you have presenting at the Oscars?
It's a blast. Like, to be on that stage.
Yeah.
To see all these famous people that you've been watching your whole life do their thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Revo right down there in front. She sang me happy birthday one time.
She did.
Y'all, Cynthia Revo, and it's on my phone. I got it. It's really cool. It's as an actor, you dream of these sorts of moments.
Right.
And so hopefully, you know, one day even a moment of being able to go up there to like hold the little statue yourself, we'll see. We'll see what happens, but it's fun.
You're on your way.
It's cool.
Definitely, Sterling. Well, you know, I love it because we saw the front of Ryan's dress, how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
But you made sure that you posted this video
You
of
gotta
the
get the
back.
posterior chain, baby.
Look at this.
Come on now.
Take a look.
Come on. Bam, pow. There it is. Get it. Get it. Go on now. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Now, I love this. I don't know if you saw the quiet please sign as you narrated.
It was before the show started, so nothing was going on right there, but like, hey, that needed commentary. That needed the play-by-play.
Okay, I love your marriage, but you know, I wanted to say this because in honor of Mikey Madison, who won an Oscar for playing a sex worker in the film Anora.
Correct.
I wanted to get a retroactive Oscar.
Yes.
For, you know, because Ryan Michelle Bathe, we did a movie called One for the Money, and we played prostitutes.
Y'all walk the streets.
So we was walking, there's Ryan in her braids, there's me, and so I haven't talked to Ryan yet, but I want to get retroactive Oscars going for us. So I say, will you support our campaign?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Sisters. Let me tell you something about, you guys did the premiere for that movie here in New York. There was this Italian man who saw my wife in this movie. And you guys see, my wife is blessed.
Yes.
She has assets. This Italian man saw her and was like, oh, you're so, like he couldn't let go of her. He was like, oh, you're so, I was like, hey man, you need to let go of my wife. But he was cool. He was excited. He was excited. You get excited.
You know what's so fun watching you is watching you and your wife do this thing together, do success together, because, you know, you're on your way to an EGOT. We are manifesting that. But then also, Ryan talked about, because we talked about it on the show, back in the day, she got stuck in the parking garage at the NAACP Image Awards because she couldn't afford to pay the fee to get out.
Yeah.
And so now—
$10.
$10, and she was struggling.
She didn't have it.
She didn't have it, and now you both together, y'all won an NAACP Image Award for your podcast.
We did.
We Don't Always Agree.
Thank you.
So, watching it, this journey for y'all, it excites me, but how does it feel to be on this adventure together?
To be able to say we knew each other when she didn't have $10 to get out of a parking garage, right? When I used to live in a furnished room that cost $85 a week on 125th and 5th Avenue.
Oh, man.
To be in a place now where we have more than $10.
Thank you, Keith. I know that's right.
but that we get a chance to celebrate and prosper, not only financially, but artistically, doing something that we love and sharing it with the audience.
Yeah.
To God be the glory in all things. It's a blessing.
That's it.
It's a blessing.
That's it, Sterling.
Yes.
And now, watching you in Paradise, I know you and Ryan are close. You have some
we're close.
extremely sexy scenes in there. You even had a nude scene on Paradise. I want to know, what was that talk like with your wife? Did you clear that with her? Did you talk about?
You always have to prep the spouse for when skin is gonna be shown. And then you give them the option. I was like, listen, at the end of episode 3, something goes down.
Yes.
I need you to know this beforehand. If you choose to watch, I'm okay. If you choose not to watch, I'm okay. But you gotta give them the heads up.
Yes.
Because if they just wind up watching and be like, Sterling Brown, why are you all exposed to the world? Then I was like, oh, that's my bad, I should have told you.
Because not only that, when Sarah Shahidi touched them lips, and when you had that kiss with her, and then y'all was in the shower, then you lifted her up, then you were walking around. Like, I can't get the images out my head.
Let them live. Let them live.
They are
rent-free.
living. Oh my God.
Listen, the rule in the Brown house is act like you know what you're doing. Like, don't embarrass the family. For me, for my wife, don't get out in these streets and act like, oh, is that what you think you're supposed to look like? Do your job.
And did your job, you do. But like, okay, so Ryan got to see you. Has Ryan ever done a scene that made you squirm?
Child, please. This is why I have no compunction about this. A couple, like, when we first got married, I asked her, I said, who is your, like, celebrity crush? Who is it? She goes, Boris. Like, she didn't pause. Boris, boom. Boris Kodjoe.
Right?
Sherri, within 2 months, she was playing Boris's wife in a movie.
Oh.
All About Us, right?
Okay.
I was in Canada shooting Supernatural. And I hit her up on the phone. I said, how's the shoot going? She goes, going well. She said, listen, they had this sex scene that they added to the thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so you gotta do this sex scene with Boris? And she's like, yeah. And so I've been told that I can't use the T word on daytime television. So I'm gonna say, oh, so you gotta have naked breast on his chest?
Yes.
And I use the 2-syllable T word, just for everybody to know. But I'm not allowed to use it on the screen.
We know.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm So I said, you're gonna have naked breasts on the chest. And she's like, no, I'm gonna use the Band-Aid. So if you ever have these scenes, sometimes you have these Band-Aids that you put on so you can have a little bit of,
like a modesty kind of deal.
Slightly. So I called her after the scene. I said, how'd it go? She goes, it went really well. He was so respectful, so cool, but it was really humid in the room. And I had a tough time keeping the Band-Aid. I was like,
she didn't have a Band-Aid.
You just wanted naked breast on Boris' chest, right? So, because of that, any other scene that Brown does, I'm like, man, I'm going for it. Like, we gonna do what we gonna do.
I love it. So now, okay, she had her naked bosoms on Boris.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, and she had a crush on Boris. Do Boris and Nicole Ari Parker know about this
They absolutely do. As a matter of fact, we saw them Oscar night at the Gold Party, which is the party that Jay-Z and Beyonce throw and whatnot. Had a great time, and Nicole and I are looking for a project to do together. So we about to flip it.
Oh my gosh, Sterling. Let me catch my breath here.
Do it.
I love your opinion on this, and this is what I got to get your opinion on.
Go.
So Halle Berry and Adrian Brody, they recreated an Oscar kiss. When he won his Oscar, he kissed her. And so this time she recreated it in front of Adrian's girlfriend.
Yes.
Now, how would you and Ryan have handled that?
She ain't gonna do that to a black woman.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
If she did, that would be the last person that she kissed. Ryan Michelle would have, there would be consequences and repercussions,
Even as well as I know Ryan, if I walked up to you and said to Ryan, I'm sorry, I gotta do this, and I grabbed you in a full-on kiss.
She'd stick her hand right in between our faces. Right in between. She's like, that's great, Sherri.
Y'all, we cannot get enough of Sterling. He is sticking around. And up next, we're talking all about his hit show, Paradise. Plus, I have a very spicy challenge for Sterling. Don't miss it.